Hey, how's it going guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I showed you the step-by-step how you can add a USB plug to your Honda CRF300L using the original plug that already comes on your motorcycle. Let's get started. So let me first show to you here a few things that I have with me. This bracket in here, okay, that's going to become clear once we go there to the motorcycle. This is a 3D printed part. It's just for convenience. You don't have to do that, but I think you're going to like once you see it. I do not sell this part. This is from another rider. I will leave a link here so you can download the file, and if you have a friend that has a 3D printer, you can ask him to do that. I think that's a very smart idea, but it's totally free and the credit is not mine. I'm just using something that someone else has made available free of charge. This here in combination with this plug in here. This cable here already has a plug that connects directly to the motorcycle, so that is great, and it fits perfectly in here. Well, not perfectly, I had to file a little bit, okay, but it comes in this, so that's going to be right there at the front on my motorcycle. So very smart solution, or at least I hope. That's what we're going to test. Also has this cover in here, so this goes like that. So in case it's raining, you can just cover it to protect the entry port there of the USB-A. Now throughout this entire video I'm using the Reassembling toolkit. This is a toolkit specifically designed for the Honda CRF300L. We have one for the Rally, TYRE, we have for many different types of motorcycles. The way I like to have it here on this pocket, I have my adapters. For this job I'm also going to take an extension. I have here my ratchet, and then here on the main pocket, that's where I have my sockets. In addition to this, I also have here a pump that's extra on the toolkit, and also a trail jack, but everything else that you see excluding the pump and the trail jack, that's how the kit comes, and that's what I'm using. That is a compact, lightweight. It comes only with the tools that you need for your motorcycle. You don't need to think about it. In a compact, lightweight with high quality tools. So that's what I'm using for this video. If you want to check it out, royamoto.com, then you can check out the toolkits that we have available. Starting here on the right side of the motorcycle, you have this bolt and this one down here. Okay, so these two bolts, that's what we're going to remove. And for this you're going to need an Allen bit socket size number 5. So start here with the top one. Just pay attention that when you remove this bolt, there's also a washer that comes out together with it. Same idea. Now I'm on the left side of the motorcycle. We're going to do the same thing. There's this bolt in here and one up top. Here where you had the top bolt, okay, we're going to pull this like this, okay, and there might require a little bit of force. If it requires, you have to pull this bracket here towards the outside. If you pull like this, you see that it disaligns. Okay, so once this is loose in here, now we can move to the opposite side. And here it's a bit different. Actually, you have to pull out of, in this hole there's kind of a pin in here. So I have to, from the opposite side, pull it to the outside and then slide this part here out. Okay, so here now it's easier for you to see. There's like this pin that fits inside this hole. Now it is loose, but now we have the electrical cable, so that's what we're going to do now. Here you're having a view from the left side of the motorcycle. Here was the top bolt that we removed before. Here's the bottom bolt. Now using the tool, I'm going to point at the connector right there. This is the connector that we need to push out with your fingers. So what I'm doing, I'm going to go with my right hand on the opposite side, left hand on this side, and then literally push it out with my fingers. Very tricky to give you an angle in there, but I have now both of my fingers on it right here, and I'm just pushing it out. Even kind of doing a wiggling the connector. Once this connector is out, that's it. You got everything. I'm giving you now a view coming from underneath. So here's the front fender of my motorcycle. The headlight display was here. Okay, and then you're going to look for this plastic boot in here. where you have this orange connector. Here inside there's going to be a connector that is hidden. Actually, it's covered, okay? And that's this guy right here that I have my finger now. Now, to remove this connector, we need to remove it because this is acting like a cap, okay? On this side, you're going to see that there are two green dots in here. That's where usually the cables would go through. And on the left side, there's a little plastic pin, a tab. And if I press on it, you're going to see that there's a certain flex. You need to press, and once you press, it unhooks, and then you can pull it out. So that's what I'm going to do now. See, I'm pressing like this. Okay, so I'm pressing on it, and then I can pull. Then it comes out. Okay, that's the cap we're after. Now we have exposed the connector that is inside. So you should now take your time, because it could be different. I'm using this product, but you could have another one. Maybe the length of your cable is different. I can already tell you that my cable is too long. So I'm gonna need to find a way to tuck this cable neatly here at the front of my motorcycle. You might need some cable ties, some zip ties or something like this. So take your time now. What I'm gonna show to you is that this cable with this connector is gonna come here on the left side of my motorcycle. So I need to find a way to route this cable in a way that's neat, and especially when you turn the handlebar, that is not nagging on anything, that is not pressing on it. So that's what you have to take your time now to find out, based on the cable length that you have and the position where you're going to place your USB connector, how you're going to do that. I'm going to show to you my way, and then you adapt based on what you have in hands. So in my case, this 3D printed part is going to come in here. You see, it connects directly to the blinker, and maybe it looks a bit loose now, but that's because I don't have the front light installed on the CRF. Once I put the front light in here, this top part actually gets locked in place. But it fits like this. I'm using this very simple and cheap Velcro strap in here, because as you can see, this cable is far too long, right? So if I just come in here, this is too long. So I'm going to use this Velcro cable here to just tidy up everything in here. And I have to keep in mind, this is the connector that I was telling that we have to pull out with your fingers. So I don't want to block the way for this connector. So it's not hard, you just have to think about, I'm thinking something like this. You see up top to bunch up in here and then connect. Just that you get a good view here how I finally decided to do it. I just rolled the cable on itself, secured in here, and then I connected in there, like that. Now before we mount everything back onto the motorcycle, we want to make sure that it's working. So go ahead and get a USB device, plug it in here, we're going to turn on the motorcycle, and then I'm going to test that I get power through this socket. Now the good thing with using the original connector is that if the motorcycle is off, there is no power. So I have a USB device here connected to it now, and there is no light in here. Actually, you cannot see anything because there is no light. But when I switch on the key, when I turn the key, okay, so when it's time to remount everything, you just can't forget now that we have to start here on the right side of the motorcycle. This pin in here has to first go through this hole, and then we can line it up on the opposite side. So it's gonna feel a bit tight, and that's because it is. You have to find your way in here. Lots of cables on the way. Okay, so that's looking good. What I have to do now is to get this connector and connect it back to the headlight. You will not be able to see anything, so I'm doing this by feeling. There is no other way. Hello. So the connector is back in. I'm going to test that it's working by turning on the ignition, and the light is on. So that's perfect. Now it's everything about lining up. So I'm going to start here with this hole. Probably my head is just blocking you all the way in there, but I want to show you as it is. As if I would just cut this part in here and make it look easy for you there at home, you're gonna feel like something is wrong, and probably there is nothing wrong. It is just hard to do it. Okay, I'm double checking everything. I'm checking that the pin in here went through, and it went. The hole at the bottom lines up. On the opposite side also lines up. So that's it. This is the position. And here's an important tip. You're gonna go very lightly when you are screwing these bolts back on. If there's any misalignment, okay, of these bolts, you don't want to risk cross-threading the thread of these bolts. So actually I recommend you to start by hand. So I disconnect my ratchet and I start only by hand, feeling that the thread is in. Once I'm sure that's in, then you can go with the ratchet. And that is just to make sure that you're not cross-threading anything and damaging your motorcycle. Let's say I start by hand and it's going quite easy. So this one actually is not screwing, it's not screwing at all. So that means it's not lined up with the hole. So with the other hand, I'm adjusting the position until I see that it hooks to the thread. Very important to do like this. And this is just common practice everywhere on your motorcycle. Every time that you are not able to see the screw going in, you don't want to force the thread, you want to go by hand, so you're sure that the bolt is catching correctly, so you don't damage the thread of the bolt. Now that is in, I go with the ratchet. Let's do the opposite side. Here you can see how it looks like once it's mounted. It's very neat, okay? So it looks like it's part of the motorcycle. It's just there in the corner. When you want to use it, just uncover like this. Very neat, fits nicely in there. So there it is. So there you go, that is the step-by-step how to install a USB socket on your CRF300L using the original socket. Now once again, check out royamoto.com. I promised you guys this is the absolute best toolkit in the market. Check out the reviews, they speak by themselves. I'm very passionate about tools, motorcycle maintenance. This is a product that has taken me really 10 years to do it, not 10 years of development, but I've been working on my motorcycles for more than 10 years, and this is what I wanted to have, and that's the product that it's been now brought to market. So if you're looking for a toolkit, this is the top of the line to get. So hope you enjoyed the video. I see you on the next one. Ride safe. Bye bye.